Good morning, children. Children, in the previous class we were discussing about naming of salts, that how the different salts are named. Now in this class we will discuss about the classification of salt. Okay, we will discuss about the classification of salts, that is how the salts are classified into different categories. Classification of salts. Salts are classified into three categories. The first one is the neutral salt. First one is neutral salt. Second one is acidic salt. And the third one is the basic salt. Now children, first of all, before proceeding that how the salts are classified into different groups, first of all we will know about strong acid, weak acid, strong base and weak base. The name of different strong acid and strong base, as well as strong base and weak base. So strong acids. First of all, strong acids and weak acids. Hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, nitric acid, that is HNO3, then phosphoric acid, that is H3PO4. All these are known as the strong acid, whereas weak acids, you can say that formic acid, it is known as formic acid, HCOOH, that is formic acid. Then acetic acid, its formula is CH3COOH, acetic acid. Then you can say citric acid, carbonic acid, citric acid, carbonic acid, that is H2CO3. Carbonic acid is H2CO3. All these are weak acids. You have to learn, children, the name of the strong acid and weak acid, strong base and weak base. You have to learn. Okay. Now, why these acids are known as strong acid while these are known as weak acid? Children, the acids which completely ionizes in water, okay, when it is dissolved in water, then it completely breaks into its ion. Such acids or such bases are known as strong acid or strong base. That is, the acid or base which when dissolved in water, when completely dissociates into it, that is ionized into it, then it is known as strong acid or strong base. Whereas the bases or acids which partially ionizes in water, okay, which does not completely ionized in water, that is, such type of acids or bases are known as weak acid or weak base. So you understand the differences between the strong and the weak acid or base? Now, these are the strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, phosphoric acid. These are the strong acids and these are the weak acids. Now, what are the different strong bases and weak bases? Strong bases and weak bases. when you will learn the names of these strong acids and weak acid or strong base or weak base, then you will be able to categorize the different types of salts. Okay, that's why you have to learn this. So strong base, sodium hydroxide is a strong base, NaOH, it is sodium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide, it is also a strong base, that is KOH, it is potassium hydroxide. Then weak base is ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4OH, its name is ammonium hydroxide. Then aluminium hydroxide, AlOH thrice, it is aluminium hydroxide. Then copper hydroxide, CuOH twice, it is copper hydroxide. All these are the weak bases and these are the strong bases. Now children, first of all we will know about neutral salts. What are neutral salts? Okay. Now, neutral salts. Neutral salt can be defined as the type of salt which is formed by a combination of, or you can say the reaction of a strong acid with a strong base, which leads to the formation of neutral salts. That is, salts formed by the reaction of strong acid and strong base leads to the formation of neutral salt. Neutral salt, okay, along with water. Now, first of all, we will know how we will know that the given salt is neutral salt. Okay, first of all, we will know that how will we know that a given salt is a neutral salt. So children, for this you have to perform a very simple activity. Only you have to, what you have to do, you have to dissolve the neutral salt. For example, if we will take the strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid, it is a strong acid. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, and strong base, sodium hydroxide, it is a strong base. Then what will happen? Salt will be formed, that is NaCl along with water. Clear? Now you have to test whether this salt is neutral or not. Okay, only we have to just test whether this salt is neutral or not, because just now I told you that when the strong acid combines with strong base, then the salt formed is neutral. But we have to prove this, no? We have to prove this. So in order to prove this, you have to dissolve the salt, that is sodium chloride in water. You have to dissolve the salt and in water and take a little amount of it in a petri dish. Okay, you have to dissolve this salt in water and take the same in a little amount in a petri dish. And what you have to do, you have to dip blue litmus paper as well as red litmus paper one by one into this solution. Okay, suppose that you are taking this salt and dissolving it in water and taking a little amount of this in a petri dish and just dipping a strip of litmus paper of blue or red one by one, then you will find that there is no change in the litmus paper, either the blue litmus or red litmus paper. It does not change its color. So it is clear that it is the solution of the salt is neither acidic nor basic. So acids and bases, that you can say that when both of them are strong, then what happens? The salt form is neutral, which is tested in this manner. Now children, many of the examples are there of strong acid and strong bases. So one by one we will learn some examples. That HCl and NaOH we have already taken. Now we will take another strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid, and another strong base, that is potassium hydroxide. It is a strong base. Then what will happen? KCl, that is the salt formed is potassium chloride plus water. This is also an example of what type of salt? Neutral salt, because it is formed by strong acid and strong base. From here you see KOH is, here you see that KOH is a strong base, hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. So what happens? The salt formed is neutral. Now another example you can take, example of nitric acid. It is also a strong acid, HNO3, and again the same base, potassium hydroxide. Then the salt formed will be KNO3, that is potassium nitrate plus water. So potassium nitrate is also what type of salt? It is also a neutral salt. Now another example also you can take, sulfuric acid. It is also a strong acid. So sulfuric acid, when combines with sodium hydroxide, that is strong base, strong acid, strong base, then what will happen? Salt formed will be Na2SO4, that is sodium sulfate and water. Sodium Na2SO4, we will make it balance. So now Na2SO4, yes, it is balanced now to H2. Now it is balanced. So these are the examples of neutral salt: potassium chloride, potassium nitrate, sodium sulfate. All these are the examples of what type of salt? Neutral salt, because this is formed, all these salts are formed by the combination of strong acid and strong base, and it is already tested by strip of litmus paper which remains unchanged. That is, in either of the litmus paper, that is blue or red, they will not change their color. Now we will proceed to the acidic salt. Neutral salt is clear to everyone now. Now we will proceed towards the acidic salt. What type of salt is known as acidic salt and how are they formed? So the salts which are formed by the reaction of a strong acid and weak base. Salts which are formed by the reaction of strong acid plus weak base. The salt which is formed is acidic in nature. Salt plus water. The salt which will be formed by the combination or by the reaction between strong acid and weak base, it is known as acidic salt. Again, we have to check this, that whether the salt is acidic or not. So first of all we will take an example. Strong acid, you can take the example of hydrochloric acid. It is a strong acid. And weak base, from here you see these are the weak bases: ammonium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, copper hydroxide. All these are the weak bases. So now we will take one of the weak base, that is aluminium hydroxide, ALOH thrice. It is weak base. Now the salt formed will be AlCl3, that is aluminium chloride, AlCl3. Now it is balanced along with the formation of water. So now what happens here, children? That strong acid combines with weak base and form the salt which is acidic in nature. Again we have to perform a simple activity to detect this whether the salt is acidic or not in nature. Again, in the what we did in testing the neutral salt, again we have to do the same. We have to take the salt of aluminium chloride from here, and then we have to dissolve in it water, and after dissolving it we will take a little amount of the same solution in a petri dish, and when we will test it with litmus paper, we will find that the blue litmus paper strip changes into red. Blue litmus paper, when it is dipped, blue litmus paper, then what happens? It changes into red color. So this is the characteristic feature of what? Blue litmus changes into red color. This is the characteristic feature of acidic solution, isn't it? We had already learned that in case of acid, what happens? The blue litmus paper changes into red color, whereas in case of bases, the red litmus paper changes into blue color. So by dissolving this salt, we find that the blue litmus paper changes into red color. That means it is indicating that the salt is acidic in nature. Now many of the examples are there. Okay. For this we have to take, as we did in case of neutral salt, the strong acid. You can take nitric acid, it is a strong acid, and the weak base, from here you see weak base, ammonium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, copper hydroxide, all these are the weak base. So one of the base we will pick from here, that is ammonium hydroxide. We can take NH4NO3. Then what happens? NH4OH. NH4OH, it is a base. NH4OH, then what the product formed will be? Ammonium nitrate, that is NH4NO3. NO3 from here and NH4 from here. NH4NO3 along with water. This one is the acidic salt. Why it is an acidic salt? Because it is formed by the combination of strong acid and weak base. It is formed by the combination of strong acid and weak base. So the salt formed here is what type of salt? Acidic salt. Other examples are also there. You can take sulfuric acid. It is also a strong acid. Sulfuric acid, it is a strong acid. Then you can take another weak base, zinc hydroxide, ZnOH twice. It is zinc hydroxide and it is a weak base. So this one is the strong acid and this one is the weak base. So what will be formed here? ZnSO4, zinc sulfate, along with the formation of water. So we will make it balance. ZnSO4, here 2H2O. Now it is balanced. Okay. So here again zinc sulfate is formed. This is an acidic salt. It is an acidic salt. Then another example also we can take, that is hydrochloric acid, which is a strong acid plus weak base. You can take copper hydroxide, that is CuOH twice. It is a strong acid. S for strong, A for acid, strong acid, and it is weak base. Then the product formed is copper chloride, that is CuCl2 plus water. CuCl2, so it is balanced now. Now These are the salt formed here is, that is zinc sulfate, then copper chloride, then here you see ammonium nitrate. This one is ammonium nitrate, NH4, NO3, then aluminium chloride, that is AlCl3. All these are the acidic salt. Now, third and the last one, that is basic salt. This one is the third and the last type of salt, that is basic salt. Now, what are basic salts? Salts which are formed by the reaction of weak acid and strong base are called basic salt. That is salt formed by the reaction of weak acid plus strong base. Weak acid plus strong base. The salt formed will be basic in nature. The salt formed will be basic in nature. Again we will take an example of this. Here you have to take weak acid from the, here you see what are the examples of weak acid. Here it is formic acid, acetic acid, citric acid, carbonic acid. All these are the weak acids. So you can take any of the acids. Weak acid. So weak acid is acetic acid. What is the formula of acetic acid? It is CH3COOH. It is the formula of acetic acid. And what you have to take? Strong base. So this one is the NaOH we can take, that is sodium hydroxide. It is a strong base. And the product formed will be sodium acetate, that is CH3COO from here, CH3COO and sodium from here. Then what happens? The salt formed is sodium acetate along with water. So again we are saying that this salt is basic salt. This salt is basic salt. Why we are saying that it is a basic salt? Because it is formed by the reaction between weak acid and strong base, isn't it? So now again we will test it whether the salt formed is basic or not. Now again children, we will carry on the same activity. That is we will take a small amount of sodium acetate salt, that is this salt CH3COONA. Okay, we will take a small amount of this salt and then we will dissolve it in water. After dissolving it, we will take a little amount of this solution in a petri dish. What is this? Solution of sodium acetate in water, isn't it? It is sodium acetate dissolved in water. And when we will test it with the help of litmus paper, we will find here that the red litmus paper changes into blue color. The red litmus paper, when dipped in this solution, red litmus paper, when dipped in this solution, it changes into blue color. And you know children very well that this is the characteristic feature of what? When the litmus paper changes from red to blue, when there is basic solution. This is the characteristic feature of base. So this experiment proves that the given solution is basic in nature. It is basic in nature. Now, many different examples are there of the formation of basic salt. That is, when you will take carbonic acid. What type of acid is carbonic acid? H2CO3. It is carbonic acid. What type of acid is this? This is weak acid. It is a weak acid. And what you have to take here? Strong base. That is sodium hydroxide you can take. It is a strong base. Then what will formed here? Sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3. The formation of Na2CO3, weak acid and strong base. Na2CO3 along with the formation of water. So here we will make it balance, Na2CO3 and 2H2O. It is balanced now. So this salt is, what type of salt this is? This one is the basic salt. Then again we can take another example, that is acetic acid, CH3COOH plus potassium hydroxide. What type of acid is this? CH3COOH. It is acetic acid and it is weak acid. Potassium hydroxide, it is a base, and what type of base is this? This is strong base. It is strong base. Then what will be formed here? It is CH3COOK, that is potassium acetate. CH3COO from here and K from here. It is potassium acetate along with water. So these are all the basic salt: potassium acetate, sodium carbonate, and one more salt it is formed here, that is sodium acetate. All these are the examples of basic salt. Now it is clear, children, the acidic salt. What are the acidic salt, basic salt and neutral salt? But you have to learn this one, the strong acid, weak acid, then strong base and weak base. All these are the examples of strong acid and weak base. So children, you learn it. Now children, you note down your today's assignment. Okay, your today's assignment. Define acidic, basic and neutral salt. Define acidic, basic and neutral salts and give 2 examples of each.